At Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Orbits of Honolulu taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he powers his way up past the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a...
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Intercepted.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley into space at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. Hurts. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down. Throwing is Hurts. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Smith. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, You can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll run with Hall. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. To throw is Murray. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the save. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Hardman to return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Eagles will have it taking over a 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That It's the tight end Goddard. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What, 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Marcus Jones on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw again. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Give to Hall running right. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now 2nd and 5. Ball again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Hall on a give up the middle to the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This is 2nd and 8. A give running right is Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll buy some time right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact around, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give you unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A handoff for Hall. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the gain. Leads to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Here's Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Second and 10. They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 47 yards rushing for him now.
People call it a toss, a probing play. To see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he won't get close. 4th and 3.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple of plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right, it was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
At the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll go again with Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Murray going to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll just throw this one over.
It's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Hurts changing up the play. The man in motion is Brown.
63.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Second down, here's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They go play action with Hurts. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
The kick by Elliott is good.
And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
1st down and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! Marquise Brown, 68 yards. And the Orbits are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll get this off to Swift. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. They'll run right here with Swift. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Smith, the man in motion left. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Herbert powering up the middle. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Swift going to try up the middle. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 60 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Herbert is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Hurts. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The kick by Elliott is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards.
And now off to the races down the right side. How about this? Breece Hall. Touchdown! Breece Hall, 81 yards. And the Orbits have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Orbits 24, Eagles 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He's going to get that to Swift underneath, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hurts sets up to throw it. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Hey, let's go. Hey. Carl left Yanni. Carl left Yanni. Carl left Yanni. Out.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Swift will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Jalen Carter in on that tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Hall again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him on the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. And last play backwards a yard.
That was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 146 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Straight ahead is Hall. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. The tackle by Nakobe Dean. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And I guarantee they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right there, they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that's going to make a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Mecole Hardman. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead and the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. So they decline it, and they choose to not give them that down back.
And I think that's the key to everything there. They didn't give up any yardage even on the completed pass. Don't give them an extra down in order to try and pick up a first.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. is free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Locates Swift yet again for another completion. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. 127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Hurts will throw. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Buying time. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nolan Smith in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Here comes 2nd down. To throw is Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down to about the 26 here. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This is Smith with a grab. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on